Most investors don't mess up because they choose cash or financing. They mess up because they choose before they ask the right question. Let me walk you through how I help an investor decide using a real scenario. I work with investors every day who are trying to make this exact decision, and this is the framework I walk them through. Let's say an investor comes to me with $300,000 in cash and wants to buy their next rental. They're torn. Do they pay cash and feel safe, or finance and try to grow faster? This is where we slow it down. The first question, liquidity. The first thing I ask isn't about interest rates. It's this: how much of that cash do you need to stay liquid after the purchase? If they put all $300,000 into one property and something goes wrong, they're stuck. So right away, we're asking, do you want peace of mind through no debt or peace of mind through liquidity? Step 2, cash scenario. If the investor values simplicity and stability, cash might make sense. They win the deal, no lender, no monthly payment, very clean. But now we ask the second question. Step 3, growth. What do you want this money to do over the next 5 years? If their answer is, I just want one solid rental, then cash may be the right choice. But if they say, I want to build 2 or 3 properties, cash alone usually slows that down. Cash buyers win deals, but cash doesn't scale unless you have a plan to redeploy it. Step 4, financing enters the story. So in this same scenario, financing becomes a tool, not a rule. Maybe they buy with cash to secure the deal, then refinance later to free that capital. Maybe they finance up front to preserve cash. Or maybe they use short-term financing to get a deal done when cash isn't available. Notice what we're doing here. We're not choosing randomly. We're responding to the goal. Step 5, the third question, risk tolerance. The next question is simple but important. How do you sleep at night with debt? Some investors hate monthly payments. Others are comfortable as long as the numbers work. There's no right answer. But pretending you're comfortable with leverage when you're not will create stress. Step 6, the math. Now it makes sense. Only after those questions do we run the math. We look at cash on cash returns, opportunity cost, and how that equity performs over time. This is where I've seen investors realize that what felt safe wasn't actually serving them long term. All right, let's bring it back to life with a life plan. And this is the part most people skip. This isn't just about the one property. It's about your overall life plan. How much flexibility do you want? How involved do you want to be? How fast do you want to grow? The financing decision should support your life, not complicate it. If you're trying to decide between cash and financing, start with the questions, not the loan. If you want help walking through a real scenario like this, I'm happy to help you run the numbers and think it through. Comment cash or finance and tell me what you're leaning toward. There's no universal right answer. There's only the right answer for what you're trying to build.